Good morning, comrades.
Good morning.
I call you comrades because we are here to fight the battle in maintaining our health, preventing diseases, and to as well maintain or manage whatever condition we are having presently, and with our lifestyle changes that can help us attain all this. So this morning we are going to talk about or discuss about keeping your health and your heart health. Keeping your heart health. That's the topic we are discussing today. So you can tell us please about what you like our heart health. Daddy, are you in place?
I believe the heart is the engine that supports all the body, right from your brain to your feet.
Thank you, sir. Any other person make more contribution? Just one more person and we move forward.
Pumps the blood.
Pumps the blood throughout the whole body. That's another good one. So let us see what the expert says about our heart health. It says heart health refers to the well-being of the heart and blood vessels. Collectively encompasses the proper functioning of the heart in pumping blood, as our sister said, throughout the body, as our brother has said, and the health of these arteries and veins that transport blood, oxygen, and nutrients. Maintaining a healthy cardiovascular system is crucial to overall health. And there are some key functions that we have to know about. Because our heart is the first organ that starts to work in our body. Of all the organs we have in the body, all the cells, our heart starts functioning, the first one. And from all that research, we said that between 21 to 22 days of our gestational period, that is immediately formed in the womb, 21 to 22 days the heart starts, because it's that supplies all the nutrients, all the blood, all the whatever we need to the other organs, and it is the one that takes out all the waste and everything that is not needed to be recycled back to through the kidney to the lungs and back to the heart and start pumping again. So the heart works with the blood vessels, because the heart is one that pumps the blood, and the blood vessel receives the heart, then the artery receives the oxygenated blood and transport it around the body where it is needed. And the vein brings back the oxygenated blood, one that contains the waste, and one that the oxygen level is low, back to the heart. And this is a vicious cycle. That's what we call circulatory system, or cardiovascular, cardio the heart, and vascular the vessels, the blood vessels system. So with this, you can see that the heart has a very important role to play in our life, because it's the one that supplies everything that we need. And because all our organs, all our tissues, all our cells, they cannot work without blood. They need blood, they need oxygen, they need nutrients, and this is supplied by the heart to the veins, to the blood vessels, to all these organs, for them to be able to function properly. And if there is any deficit, any time, any day, any minute, you can feel it in our body. You can feel some pulsation, feel some, if you still have some feeling, the body will tell you, I say you listen to your body, you get it, and there will be a sign that will tell you that something is missing, or something is needed to be done. That is the work of the heart. So now, why are we going to this topic? Why? Why heart health in the first place? Why heart health?
Since without healthy heart, you can't live a comfortable life.
Okay, that's one.
It mustn't stop, because if it stops, the person stops.
That's it. Any other contribution there? Why heart health? Why do you have to go into this heart health as well? Because of that function, it becomes this topic. Once you're there, and that is we start from the day one when they are formed, and it goes right down to last day. when the person dies. You have to listen to your body because the heart will tell you something is strong somewhere, something needs to be done immediately, so that don't have complications or don't have problems. So, second class. Why heart health? The most important one, we've said them because the heart is the one that supplies energy to our needs. And without that, something crucial could happen to our health and our well-being. But looking at the statistics as well, we can see that on the board that it's not really palatable, it's nothing to write home about at this rate. The prevalence of the heart health in the UK, heart failure prevalence is expected to be 1 in 35 people aged 65 to 74. 1 in 15 aged 75 to 84. And over 1 in 7 aged 85 and older. When it comes to hospitalization, heart failure accounts for about 2% of all NHS hospital bed per day, and 5% of all medical emergencies. You can see that we need to make sure that we take care of our hearts so that we don't go into this situation. Heart and circulatory diseases cause a quarter of all deaths in the UK. Quarter of all deaths in the UK. That's 25% of all deaths in the UK. With more than 170,000 deaths annually. That's been reported by the British Heart Foundation. Global burden about heart health. Globally, there were 56.19 million prevalent cases of heart failure in 2019, with an age standardized rate of 711.9 per 10,000 population, according to American Heart Association Journal. And they said that the prevalence is increasing. That's why we need to monitor our heart condition very well. And we need to take care of our hearts. That's why we need to keep our hearts very, very healthy most of the time. Increased prevalence. The prevalence of heart failure is expected to increase. It estimates suggesting that diagnosed cases could nearly double by 2040, reported by NHS England. And as per the increased prevalence, if you look at that, you can see there is a picture on the board, on the screen now. That is the news paper, the recent headline. In Monday, the 19th of May, this month, about 3 weeks ago, not quite 3 weeks now. That is the recent headline. If you look at that critically, it says, worst error for heart health in 50 years, as cardiovascular death surged by 18%. That means we are in a very, very crucial period of taking care of our health, because it's increasing. From what we have read before, told us that by 2040, it's going to increase more. But now, we are hearing in 50 years, we've had 18%. So, our health is very, very important. Take care of our health through our lifestyle, through what we do, through what we eat, through what we drink, through whatever is happening to us, maintaining our existing health conditions help us a lot. Now we have to look at the picture and the images of our heart on the screen. If I look at that one, the outside of the heart, we have all the blood vessels, we have the shape of the heart, and we have when we talk about veins and arteries, the veins and the arteries, they are there. A lot of things come together to make sure that blood are being transported regularly, frequently, properly to the expected organs, tissues, and cells. And that transfers aspect of it as well. Here it is divided. Here we see the cavity of the heart, and we have the image of a man. And we see the network of the heart from our head, as Daddy has said, from our head to the toes of our leg. That's what the heart does. And the heart works 24/7 without resting, without stopping. On the day of 21 days or 22 days, you are performed. So you now think of your age now, and you had 9 months to eat. Like me now, I'm 70 plus. Let me have like that. I'm saying my heart will be working now for about 71 years. So why not take care of it? It has helped me this far. I want to work on it and make sure my heart is good. And concerning, let's talk about a little bit about the heart. The heart. Okay, yes. We are going to get to this because the healthy. Let's talk about it now. The healthy heart and the plague heart and arteries. If you look at the screen, you can see that while we are discussing about this, that a lot of conditions affect our heart and the blood vessels that helps us in maintaining this circulation of oxygen, nutrients, to our system, to our body, to all the organs, and helping us to take away waste and deoxygenated blood away from our body. If you look at let's start from the heart. Diagram of the heart. You can see the healthy heart. You can see the 4 channels it's got. The upper one and the lower one. This is the channel where the blood are being kept, and they are pumped with pulsation. That's why we feel the heartbeats. When they pump, they go to the blood vessels. They travel through the blood vessels according to the need of the body and any part of the organs of our body. If you look at the other one on the other side, the heart muscle enlarges and thickens. You can see the thickening of that, the other one. That is not a healthy heart. That is where the problem starts. You start having that kind of a heart, definitely. As if you look at it, it's called cardiomyopathy. That is, that heart is defected. It's got a problem. So definitely the pumping of that heart will not be effective. And the supply of all the body nutrients that we need, oxygen, everything to the cells and the body system will not be able to be adequate. And as time goes on, nothing is done about this, it is kind of depleted, and the heart condition sets in, heart attack, stroke, whatever you can think of, the heart diseases sets in. And if you look at the other one, the blood vessels, this is talking about erythrolysis. That is the plugging, that is a formation of a plug in the heart. So if you look at the first diagram, there, so the way I say normal artery, you can see that it's very clear, it's very clean, no debris, no nothing, no blockages. Then if you go to the other one, you say that heart, there's a plug artery rather, you can see that there has been some sedimentation coming on there, because of one thing or the other, that's a problem with that artery. That's what it is telling us. That is a plug there. Then the progression comes down to the 3 formation at the bottom. You can see formulation, that is dictated, is building up gradually, because if nothing is done about that, you can see getting more and more blood. And then at the end of the day, growth and rupture. And they did a kind of rupture. We are not to something to do with that. We are going to add on it. But if you look at the last one there, you can see blood clot, because the heart is being blocked. So the formation of the movement of the blood to supply all these organs now is being depleted. So because it's not moving very well, it's static, become a clot. And some of them can even dislodge. And when they dislodge that, any blood clot dislodges, cause a lot of, can be captured into any part of the body. It can be the brain, it can be the lungs, it can be the veins deep vein thrombosis or any other part of the body. So that is one of the reasons. These are the reasons why we have to take care of our health, so that we are sure that at every point in time we are healthy enough, that our heart will be healthy enough, our blood vessels will be healthy enough, so that we don't have all these health challenges, health problems. So, keeping our health healthy. Well, just to say something about the heart. The heart is a fist-sized organ that pumps blood throughout our body. It is a circulatory system or cardiovascular system, as I've said before. It is made up of muscles and tissues. It contains 4 muscles, chambers, that holds blood before moving it by electric impulses that make the heart beat. When the heart beats, it kind of pumps, like heart beating, it pumps the blood to all this blood, that all these blood vessels, to go to where they are needed, and to, at the same time, helps to bring back the resuscitated blood to the heart after being purified to start the nice cycle. The main function of the heart is to move blood throughout the body. More than 7,500 liters of your blood is circulated every day. 7,500 liters. You can see the heart is doing a big job for us. Adapting to meet your body needs for blood and oxygen. Blood brings oxygen and nutrients to the cells. It also takes away carbon dioxide and other waste, so other organs can dispose them through blood vessels. It also controls the rhythm and speed of heartbeat and maintains our blood pressure. So after said, doing all this, we have to know, because we have to monitor our health. So, how do we go about maintaining our health, our heart, so that we don't have much crisis, or we don't have even possible no crisis at all, because we don't want to go into crisis. And if you are going to, because at our age now, some of us are experiencing some conditions. So how do we kind of say we maintain them, we manage them, so that they won't get worsened, and we can live well with it and live long with it. So that is why. So on the scale, there are many of these factors that affect heart health. Why we have problems with the heart? Why are these conditions available there? Why are they there? Why are they coming up? What are the things that causes them? So there's factors that many of these factors has to do with slow down, as we said before, because we saw those images. Because the blood and the arteries, the lung, the heart is becoming hardened. The blood vessels have been coming up with plaques because of deposits. So definitely, many of the factors have to do with slow down or blockages in the blood vessels. As your blood vessels supply your entire body with oxygen, the blockage in any of these blood vessels makes it harder to deliver that oxygen. We mentioned if you saw the picture of what you saw, that the heart is the blood vessels are getting thickened by the blood because of the plaque. You can see that the blood are not flowing properly. At the end of the day, it affects the blood flow and the clots, and which go to the other organs and then cause other major damage to other organs. So, what are these factors that we need to manage? Factor that causes this. We have to contribute here. Factors that affect heart health. You can tell us one or two so we can go forward.
Smoking.
Smoking, thank you.
Diet.
Thank you.
Emotional disturbance.
That's stress.
That's why the Bible says that you should guide your heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life.
That's
So when you start thinking and worrying,
come under stress, because a lot of stress can affect our health. Like we're raising our blood pressures. When the blood pressure is raised, it affects the vessels, it affects the blood. The heart to pump more blood, and overworking the heart, and the other condition sets in. I think we've mentioned some. So age is a factor as well. So now I said that the heart starts its work from day 21 to 22. So we can just imagine, as we are getting older, every part of our body, as we are feeling it right here outside, that I'm getting old, I'm having this condition, that condition, this happening, is because the body system, all the organs themselves are getting older as well. So the heart is getting older as well. So with age, our heart's action, our heart activities reduces as well. The muscles are getting weaker. They are getting stiffer. So pumping of blood becoming more difficult for the heart as well, and the arteries as well. They atrophy as well, kind of getting thicker, and they are not as elastic as they used to be. So that's why that's under age. And when it comes to sex, there's sex there. It's been surveyed that more men have heart problems than women. That is not to say that women cannot have it, but it depends on how you manage your lifestyle as well. Goes with whether men have it or women have it. So it's surveyed that more men have more heart problems than women. Family history. There's the joints in family, genetic, but we can avoid that if you know what to do. That's why I said these children come and sit down, guide them young. We now know we may not be enlightening so much when we are younger about what heart health is, or how to maintain our health. This way, that the type of food, the type of diet we eat, to help us maintain our health, to help us prevent all these conditions. But we as adults and we as grandmas, we can help these children. So, because when we know that this is in the family, or some of the blood is happening, even if it's not in the family, we can even prevent it ourselves by helping ourselves with diet and lifestyle changes. And these children, as they are growing, we should help them monitor what they eat, because that is the most thing that happens now. Because this life of a time of fast food and Indomie life, all these fried things. So that is about family history. The high blood pressure, because the blood pressure is because the tension is much on the heart. High blood pressure, the pumping of blood to all part of the body is affected, and blood pressure will set in. High cholesterol as well. What we eat is part of what of high cholesterol, because we have to monitor what we eat concerning our diet and our lifestyle as well. When it comes to high cholesterol, you have it, you have to maintain it. Diabetes is another factor. All these ones, they affect the arteries, and they make the arteries to lose their elasticity, so that they won't be able to perform properly, to pump blood as necessary. And the smoking, as our sister said, is another one. The same thing, and alcohol as well. This one, the one that affects all these essential heart and the muscles and the blood vessels as well, which transport the necessary things to our body and organs. And then the last one is the congenital heart conditions or defects. This is what we are, it cannot be avoided, we are born with. But if we catch them young, there is a lot of things that is being done, operation, heart bypass, all these ones that can be done to control these ones in the children. Yes. God knows what can be done to stop all this with prayers and everything. I know there are going to be the breakthrough to most of these conditions. By listening to all the advice and the health talks, and like situation like this, people will learn better. So now, what are the key aspects to heart health? When we say key aspects to our health, how do we maintain our heart? How do we maintain our body so that our heart will be very perfect most of the time? Exercises, yeah. Nice one, nothing. There's nothing about exercises, yes, you need that. Any other one, please? How do you maintain our heart? We discussed then a lot of things, what causes it. We will use that as the prevention or the treatment for this one. So let's come up with something.
We reduce stress.
We reduce stress.
You watch whatever you eat.
You watch whatever you eat. Our diet and nutrition. Thank you. And any other one, please?
Stop smoking.
Stop smoking. That's a good one.
No alcohol.
No alcohol. Yes. Thank you.
Keep good dental health.
Good dental health. Yes. That's the one. Though it's not there. But sorry, I missed that. Good dental because I learned there are some microorganisms that travels to the heart and cause heart diseases. Yes. Yes. Come across that. Thank you very much for that contribution.
Medical checkup.
Medical checkup. Yes. Annual frequent medical checkup. When you feel something is happening in your body, please don't wait. I know some of us say blood of Jesus. I know it is happening. It does happen. It does work. Sincerely, it does work. But if it's not the same blood of Jesus, day one, and we didn't see any much of the changes. Day two, I think we need to do something, take action about it, so that it can prevent calamity, please. And then I highlighted this in two major factors: health factors and behavioral factor, health behaviors and health factors. Nice. Okay. Under health behaviors, we have mentioned at least almost everything. Under this, even under the management and the aspect of heart health, we have mentioned virtually everything. Diet and nutrition. My wife said that. One of my sisters there, said that diet and nutrition. Talking about diet and nutrition here, we just mentioned that let's enlighten more, put more enlightenment on this. It's what makes our body. That is it. We have to know that from my own side of the country, we love our food to be full of swallows. Yes, because it feels so soft, and when we eat that, maybe next 2 hours we are still active. We don't need food, but these our swallows should be in moderation. So we are advocating that for our health, we should take more of fiber-rich diets and take more plant-based diets as well. I know our swallow goes with vegetables and all the rest of it, but most times our vegetables are not as commensurate as a big bowl of our swallows. So let's make sure at least we can kind of maybe have our swallow, a little bit of it, then maybe towards the evening have our vegetables. I mean like plant-based diets.
What is swallow?
Swallow is muscles. Like gari, like pounded yam, like fufu. They are food from Africa. And like
mashed potato.
My mashed potato, yeah, those ones are the contain lots of calories. And
So
then
that is rice part of it.
That's it. Then
Rice
rice.
is part of it.
Rice not swallow, but it's high carbohydrate. That's a guy high glycemic index. Yes, I know some guys high glycemic
Ground
index.
rice is there.
Ground rice is the same. The swallow, yeah. Ground rice is swallow. So that's why you have to look out for diets that are so low in, and the glycemic index are so low. You can look out for that. Definitely, it's going to help us. Then lifestyle changes. That is most of the thing that is here. And then under diet as well, we have to look at apart from the calories that we have said about having swallows. Can we look at the type of fat? Coming to fat here, fried food. Yes. Fried food. To avoid most of fried foods. And most of us now, I don't know why, because of the nature of our job, because of the state of this country, we want to make ends meet. We work from pillar to pole to pay the bills. We depends on fast food. Quickly, just go to McDonald's, go to KFC, grab it, and we eat it. And we encourage those children to eat it and cook them as well. Then we fry potatoes, fry them. We better have our food steamed. roasted. Especially even most of our meats, and I won't encourage meat because they said we can have more of chicken and fish. It's healthier for us at our age than having meat. Not that you wouldn't have meat, maybe occasionally, but not meat meal. It's better to have fish and chicken. And if the chicken, our chicken as well should be skinless chicken, if it's possible. Taking the skin off before we prepare it. I know you prepare it, take the skin off before you eat it. And make sure you don't use the oil that comes of the produce or after cooking. So, by eating well and maintaining our nutrition, then one other thing I noticed and I have to mention again is the way we use seasonings as well. Yeah, Maggi, a lot of these seasonings, Maggi, all these fish seasoning, this seasoning, that seasoning, there are so much of them in the market. They are all additives, they are all carcinogenic as well. So, I need to change our taste buds. Though we know for some time we'll be on base, we can change our taste buds by use more of onion, garlic, and ginger, and other herbs that are there in the market for us. By the time we start using these ones, not that you have to gravitate towards it though, because it's not easy just stopping, because your taste bud will not catch it. Maybe be using one for like 4 or 5 cubes before. Why not try just 1 or 2? And use more of garlic, ginger, onion, put all these oregano, basil, a lot of them in the market. I can't remember off the top of my head now. Add them to it to season your food. And God helping us to get there, definitely. Because at the time you start using that, by the next 2-3 weeks, your taste bud changes. And you tend to, and if you eat outside, you know that it's really the people there are too much salt. Now, I have to mention about salt as well. Salt causes dehydration and it will affect our heart health as well. So we have to reduce our salt intake. So pinch of salt, and I think beside our salt intake should be less than a tablespoon on a daily basis. So we have to accumulate it or whatever throughout the day, not just at a meal, throughout the day. Less than a tablespoon at our age, and then throughout the day. So you have to know that you are going to have a breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, and even snacks in between. Talking about snacks now, we have to make sure that our snacks are not full of these chocolate things, biscuits, and all the rest of them. Because they all contain a lot of this. You can go nuts. There are a lot of nuts in the market that are healthy. You have to look at cashew nuts, pistachio, walnuts, which are done. This one, if you go through them in the books, they tell you what part of the body they help. That I know walnut is good for the brain. So you could go on nuts as well. Almond as well. Yeah, a lot of nuts there. But let's avoid peanuts. Peanuts. They are full of oil and they're saturated oil that are not good for the body. You can have them sparingly once in a while, occasionally, but not always. Let's go for low fat nuts, that they are fats and nuts. And you can even look at the label with what you are buying. You can see the label telling you the one in red, the one in amber, and the one in green. So let's look out for the one in green and amber more than the one in red. Engage in regular physical exercises. That's another one we have to discuss. Exercises they are good. We'll be here. That's why we are here. We've done something today now. If you count our steps and how much we have lost, how much weight we have, how much calories we have lost, you see that we have done a bit today. But I think they say been recommended that we should have at least 150 minutes of exercise every week, making the 30 minutes of exercise for 5 days in a week. So that's going to help our heart health. So we can do that. You know, we come here on Tuesdays, and after Tuesday, what do we do, please? Do we continue with all these exercises? Do we meet somewhere? Because I know some of us are meeting somewhere now, and we have to step on it. Please, we can form ourselves into other groups. Maybe during the week, maybe twice again after this one, 2 days after Tuesday, maybe like Wednesday, Thursday. Then I know Saturday and Sunday always is for us. Somehow, either in the church, either in the kitchen, either in the cleaning of the house. If you can have like more, you can have Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Here you can do a bit of 30 minutes exercise. So that's 3 days. We are supposed to do 5 days. So let's try and incorporate something in. Maybe climbing the steps, moving around the house as well. Don't let you just sit down and calling it. So the children come and bring this, come and bring that, or calling the grandkids. Let us move. Yeah, let us move. Let us move. Movement is something. It affects and it accelerates our heart, makes the heart be functional, and affects our limbs as well. Well, there. You should manage and reduce stress, as my sister said before. A lot of things are in the stressful world these days. You know, things are happening, but what can we do? We have to calm, see. God has helped us this far. Why can't we just let off some things and forget about them and move forward? I know most of us are nanas. We are caring for our, like me now, I brought them here today. We are caring for our grandkids. And we have to do a lot for them. Let us know our limits. Let us get them involved more in their own activities, because we've done our bits. It doesn't come easy, taking care of these children. We've done our bits taking care of their parents. Let them take care of their own children as well. Yes. Not that we help them, but don't let them carry the load on our head 100%. Grandma, I want to go to somewhere. Can you Grandma too has to go to somewhere and enjoy herself. So that is manage stress. And don't only on this aspect, other places you can complain about people back home, or complain about this one not being done, and let's overlook so many things. Things will happen. Let healthy sleep. That's another. No, when we are getting older, it's not easy to sleep. But just must maintain it. Let's finish what we are going to do as early as eat early, finish your diet at around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock-ish. 7 o'clock is too late, 6 o'clock. Then, because with that, the digestion will take place, then you can have it when you go to bed. Digestion will take place. Digestion will take place and be able to sleep well. And then when most of us now with this social media thing on the phone, go there, looking at them, scrolling down TikTok, YouTube, all these ones. Can we let go of these ones when you don't want to sleep? Put your phone away from you. Put the television, put them off. All these blue lights are not good for sleeping.